Hi, I'm Mike Reardon. I'm a senior change consultant for Blackbaud, and I have been leading the presentations for the master classes that have been co-branded between Blackbaud and NTEN. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what some of the content of those classes. I want to get across three things, and those three things are communication, involvement, and also leadership. In terms of communication, one of the most important things to me is what a lot of people have heard this term, and that is WIFMs. What's in it for me? When you really boil things down, people ultimately want to know how change or how new technology or new leadership or new policies are going to affect them and their day-to-day operations. We're going to have different audiences. Some people are going to be on board for the new technology because it's going to be slick and it's going to help the organization grow. But there's also going to be people who the new technology means to them that their every day is going to change, and they're going to be resistant to that. And so we work a little bit on different messages for different audiences, keeping the focus on what's important to people and also what are their motivators. The second area we try to focus on is this idea of involvement. Change is an opportunity when done by me, but it's a threat when it's been done to me. If I come in and tell you how it is, this is the new way we're going to do our job, this is the new system we have to use to log our time, or whatever it is, that's very almost offensive to me, and I'm going to naturally react against that. Counter that with you coming in and saying, hey, I think we need to relook at the processes, or we need to relook at how we enter our time. And you get me involved in that decision. Just imagine how much more willing I am, how much more invested I am, how much more agency I feel over that decision. And that's going to make that change and the adoption of that change very much more likely. So remember to involve the people who that change is going to affect. And it's usually a lot more people than you think. The third area that we try to concentrate is this idea of leadership, which really, in a lot of ways, encompasses all three of the areas, right? We have involvement and communication and leadership, and really, I don't know if you can separate those two cleanly. But in terms of leadership, one of the things I remind folks is that the go live is not the finish line. It is a campaign, not a decision. And so sometimes we think, hey, let's change the way we do our leadership, or let's change the way we bill our clients, and you think you can flip a switch and it's over. No. You can't, and most people recognize that, but what I've seen a lot with my clients is they angle and they put a date on the finish line is that go live date, and then a month later when people aren't really using it, they think, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. There's going to be a little bit of a dip. And so just remember that the go live is not your end date. It's not the finish line. We'd love to have you attend one of these master classes. We have them in different cities across the country. If you come, you'll see it's a little snippet of what you might see in terms of involvement and communication and leadership. We really hope you can come to the next one we have. Thanks.